Hi, beautiful people. How is everyone doing? I'm so excited to be here doing my second video after the disappearance, and I'm not going anywhere. So today, last week we talked about the importance of what we eat. Today I want to talk about kind of the unifying principles behind everything I teach, pleasure. So the reason I talk about pleasurable wellness is because I think pleasure is the missing ingredient to well-being on physical health, mental well-being, as well as in our ability to manifest the life that we really desire. And I'm going to explain why pleasure is kind of the secret ingredients that you might not have considered. But it really is that juice, that glue that holds everything together. So in terms of physical health, if you think about it, despite really having all the right ingredients, like eating all the right foods, exercising, doing your breathing exercises, just really following all the right healthy living habits, you are not guaranteed to feel good. And I actually encounter a lot of people, many of my clients are people who are doing all the right things. They've tried everything, but things are not working for them. And their physical health is suffering and they don't feel good. So to me, pleasure is the missing ingredient. And pleasure is not, I'm not referring to these fleeting pleasures. I'm talking about something I've coined as sustainable pleasure. It's a type of pleasure that's good for us not only in the present moment, like a glass of wine or 2 or 3 that tomorrow is going to make our head hurt, but something that's good for us now and also in the long term. And that type of pleasure is actually activating the flow of our body. It's activating the placebo effect, if you will, of our body. It's activating kind of that magical ingredient that gives us the sensation of feeling good. And it's not just some random, sensation. It actually is a chemical change that happens in our body when we feel good, with all of the feel-good hormones like endorphins and serotonin and oxytocin. All of those hormones are released when we feel secure, when we feel good, when we feel the pleasure of being in the present moment, of doing whatever it is you're doing. So you might be doing all the right things, but if you're not enjoying them, like let's say if you're eating the right foods, but you're not finding the foods that you enjoy, then you're defeating almost the whole purpose, because the pleasure actually makes up half of all the benefits that you can obtain from eating the right food, let's say. So if you're eating the right food, you're getting the nutrients, and if you're enjoying it, you're also getting those endorphins to lock in that healthy behavior and make it sustainable in the long term. But also, it's proven scientifically that when you're experiencing pleasure and when those hormones are circulating through your body, you're boosting your immune system almost by 50%. You're enhancing your capacity to recycle the old cells, so your capacity to create new tissue and feel younger and start the process of cure, enhance your digestion. All of your functions are actually increased when you're experiencing pleasure. So that's on the physical realm, in the physical realm. In terms of mental well-being, we know that we're going through a big crisis in our society in mental health, and I actually think it's because we were designed to experience a lot of different emotions. We were designed to be living in the wilderness and to experience the adrenaline, the rush of being in the nature, of being exposed to all these natural sensations, right? Of constantly having stimulation, the natural kind of stimulation. And when we don't get that, we're understimulated and we start seeking this stimulation from unnatural places. We start seeking the stimulation from the screens, from drugs, from going after, some addictive type of behaviors. If we could go back to this natural way of enjoying all the intrinsic ways that our body can experience pleasure, this would benefit our mental health and well-being in great ways. And this is actually also supported by science, that when we are able to, being in nature is something that boosts your, again, feel-good hormones production. Experiencing, adventure and, let's say, going on vacation often, or having rest where you disconnect from your routine. All of those things are extremely important for us to experience these moments where our body is flooded with feel-good hormones. I want to give you a little reminder as to how our autonomic nervous system works. So it's a little bit like a switch. So you're either in a stress mode or you're in a relaxation mode, which is activated by the parasympathetic response system. So if you are not allowing yourself some time off, vacation, rest, or meditation, moments where you're really experiencing pleasure and enjoyment, not being productive and not thinking about what you have to accomplish, but really being in your body and experiencing the present moment, you're most likely in a stress mode. Even if you don't it doesn't feel that way, you're still in a stress mode because you're not relaxed. So it's a kind of an all or nothing type of thing. And this deprives you of those moments where your body can go into a healing mode. So giving yourself time to experience pleasure is the greatest ingredients for being well, for health, for physical health, for losing weight, for the self-confidence as well, right? And finally, the last ingredient where pleasure plays an important role is in manifesting the reality that you really want to, your dream life. It's proven now that it's not enough for you to just visualize and set your intentions or have a goal. You have to actually feel as though you're experiencing that which you want in the present moment. And obviously, if it's something that you desire so much, you're going to experience pleasure from knowing that you already have it in your vibrational field. So experiencing pleasure, the ability to really feel it in your body, combined with setting that intention, is the ingredient that's missing for you to manifest the dream life that you want. So if you're experiencing difficulties in giving and receiving pleasure and just really allowing yourself to feel good about yourself, feel good with everything that you're doing, allowing yourself some time to be with yourself and really enjoying your life, you need to talk to me, because I really combine all of those ingredients. So we will talk about healthy living, we will talk about mental well-being, we will talk about setting goals and see where you want to be heading, but the main ingredient and kind of your guiding force is going to be pleasure, and how we can have more pleasure in the present moment, in looking forward, and how that can create and be your compass in accomplishing the things that you want in your health, well-being, and in your lifestyle in general.